Just ate breakfast here. Elton's Grub and Gab Diner. Nice little local diner here where the townspeople come. They had the little corner there where 7 or 8 of the older guys were there chatting it up and gossiping and whatever else. Probably what I'm going to be doing someday here in 20 years from now, sitting around with all my mountain buddies over coffee, probably at a Dunkin' Donuts, looking and talking about the day and the weather and our health and everything else. But this is the town of Elton. Nice little town. I think it's about 3,000 or 4,000 people. Had Reverend Wayne bring me in here. It's in between rain cells right now. So figured I'd get me a couple breakfasts and a lunch. Just had some home fries, eggs, biscuits and gravy and bacon, followed up by a big old waffle and lots of coffee. So I'm gonna walk around town. The Outfitter store is closed here permanently now. So that, I don't need anything there, but in case you wanted to come there, over there's a brewing company. I think that opens like at lunchtime. I think down here is where there's like a McDonald's and everything. And then Family Dollar is where I'm gonna go get a couple of resupply things that I need. But nice little town. It's right at a resort too, on a mountain. I forget the name of the mountain, so it gets touristy in the summer from my understanding. But anyway, nice little town. I'll show you some more here in a minute. Nice little basketball court there. If it wasn't wet and I had a basketball, I might shoot a couple baskets. McDonald's there. Right next to it is a place called Old 33 Beer and Burger Grill. I've heard it's pretty good. I don't know. I might go there and have a burger for lunch. I don't know. Really nice little town though. If it wasn't like touristy in the summer, I'd like it. So what I'm seeing now, obviously it's not touristy because it's just the locals, but I definitely like the size of it and everything. Small towns are always good. Very cloudy and gray, but the storms are moving out and clear skies. Get me back on trail tomorrow. Ah, man, I feel so horrible. So horrible. I don't mean physically, mentally. Me doing a 00 is not my character. It's not how I'm made up, and it is miserable for me to not be hiking and progressing. I'm always moving around and so forth, so I'm still getting my body moving and everything, but I should definitely be hiking 25 miles a day. But I'm telling you, it was a monsoon all night long, all morning long. And I actually slept in quite late. I think I got up like 8:30. I mean, I was up several times in the night, but I just kept going back to bed. It felt so comfortable. I was sleeping really good. In that barn with the rain hitting, coming down like a monsoon, it was very relaxing to me. I slept good, so I needed it, that's for sure. Catch up on some sleep, but it's tough when you got some good momentum going. But like I said on yesterday's video, some big 30-mile days are in the near future. I was wanting to kind of kick it into high gear, start doing another 3 or 4 miles a day anyway, so that'll make up for these couple zeros real quick. But it was just too heavy of rain, too many storms, lightning and thunder moving through, and I took advantage of staying dry and getting a lot of food in me. So that's what I'm doing. Now I'm gonna go, not there. I got some stuff at 7-Eleven when I first got into town, but right over here on the other side of this post office is a Family Dollar. I'm gonna go over there and get me my donuts and combos and everything I might need for resupply. Hi. What you guys eating? That one over there is trying to lick its butt and having a hard time reaching it. guys are letting me be pretty close today, huh? All wet, having to eat out in this pouring rain. They're friendly cows. Yeah, you're friendly, aren't you? Not too scared? No need to be scared of me. Yeah, they're friendly today. Can't get right up next to them, but you're about 10 feet away from them. They're fine with that. They're like, I don't know what you are, Fortune. I know you're Fortune, but I don't know what that means. Good morning, friends. Hello, how are y'all doing? You know, you guys make an awful lot of noise, like basically right there. That's where I've been sleeping. Or I'll be sleeping tonight before going back to trail. You guys know how to make some noise, you know that? And there's Willie. Willie's grumbling. What you grumbling for, Willie? Willie. Over here, Willie. You just gonna lay back right there? Oh, that pig is so cool. This goat's like, why is this dog barking? See, he's barking at his friends over here. What you telling him? You trying to tell them that you want to come play with them? See, here they go. They come running. It's like, hey, Fortune's out there. We want to go up there where Fortune is. This is a big, like, deck that they have on the back of, I guess this is a garage. Pretty cool place where hikers can hang out. If the sun was out, could lay up here and get a tan. Oh, look at that mountain up there. A little fog right at the top. Why aren't you guys talking back? Good morning. Wet chickens. You got things to say, don't you? It's like a band of chickens. Yeah, I love this song. A dry moment in today. The sun actually shone through for about a minute, but it's dry right now. Here I am in the barn. Can't wait to get back out. Double zeros don't work for me too well. I don't know what to do with myself. Walk around town, walk around the farm, talk to the animals. Can only do that so much. They don't talk back. Okay, they do, but in my mind. Anyway, this is day 60. Even though the last 2 days have been zeros, yesterday and today. So I put together a few stats because I thought it'd be kind of cool to share some of this. Doing really strong miles, you know, what I know I and would normally do. Like 20 miles is kind of the beginning of a day for me. It's like the low end, I should say, not the beginning, but the low end. Usually trying to get, more than that. As long as I'm getting 20 each day, I'm happy. 25, 26, those are good. Obviously on a Nero, that's not going to happen. That's why 25 and 26 is really good. That makes up for those days when I only walk 7 or 8 miles to get into a town, or 10 miles or 12 miles. Sometimes my Neros are 18 miles. It's more about the time of day I'm getting in. Anywhere around 12 or 1 is a good time for me to get in, or before, for a Nero. So, all in all, the first 60 days has been awesome. It's definitely taken more zeros than I want, but I'm right where I want to be, I kind of wanted to be at the end of Virginia in 60 days, and I would have if I wouldn't have had the amount of zeros I've had in the last week or two, and Neros, I should say, Neros and zeros. But weather sometimes predicts those things or makes those things happen. I've always said, or said especially this year, I want to be done with Katahdin, by a certain time, but that's all dependent on weather, because the weather here, the weather up there, the weather down south, wherever I am, the weather can change things. And I'm not afraid to walk in rain, as I'm sure as you've seen in other videos. But when I am near a place like this and there's heavy rains coming in, like all day rains and lightning and thunder and winds, I'm going to try to take cover if I can, because why be wet if you don't have to be wet? And I don't have to be wet. I'm perfectly fine in this barn playing with the animals, which is, if you're going to have a zero, what better place than here? Axe Farms in Elton, Virginia. If you're coming through, look it up. It's a great place to stay. Great homemade food. It's just great food. That's all I could say. Kelly is a great cook, and Alec, her husband, is just a great guy too. They have run a great farm here, and you'll really enjoy it. Anyway, so in the first 60 days, tomorrow starts 61, and see how many miles I get tomorrow. But the next few days is definitely going to be clear and sunny from what the weather is right now. That could obviously change. It could change first thing in the morning. It could be raining all day. Who knows? But as of right now, it looks like a good trek, and I'll be at that halfway point here very shortly, probably in about 10 days or less. So in the next 60, I'm predicting that I'm going to be close to the New Hampshire Maine border. Again, that's going to be dependent on weather, like what the weather is in Vermont and New Hampshire. But the trail from here to there, definitely the longer days, the strength of me. I mean, when I go 25 miles, I still have it in me to go another 10 or 15. I'm not even tired most of those times, not cramping up, not hurting or anything like that. So as of right now, I feel complete strength to be able to keep going and going. The day's getting longer, though, the trail being a little easier until Rocksylvania. The last third of Pennsylvania where it's really heavy rocks. It'll be a little slower there, but the days are longer, so I should still be getting 20 a day at least. And that's only about 70 miles of that section. So anyway, it just fits into, based on what I know about my body, what I know about me, what I know about my pace, what I know about my mental strength. I'm guessing around New Hampshire, Maine. I could be wrong. Could be New Hampshire, could be Vermont. But that's where I should be in about the next 60 days by day 120, getting very close to the finish line. But so far, I wrote a couple things down here. 910 miles on the trail is where I'm at in those first 60 days. A total, though, of 990 miles. I did a lot of side trails, summiting other mountains, and so forth. Blue Blaze side trails, going up to summits, going to see waterfalls, that type of thing. It all adds up to an extra 80 miles that I've done so far total since starting the trail. Hiked in 4 states. That's going to change real quickly. Within the next week, I will be in 3 more states. Virginia is a very long one. It's 1/4 of the trail. Now I'm getting into sections. It's going to be like West Virginia is 4 miles. Maryland's about 40. Pennsylvania's 270. New Jersey and New York are both about 90 miles. So they start going a little quicker. Basically down to 10 more states. So that doesn't sound like, I'm at much more than a third, but I am. Because Virginia's so long. I've lost about 20 pounds so far, and about 200,000 feet of elevation total so far for the Thru-Hike. Oh, let's see what else. Oh, cold nights below freezing. I didn't really total this up because I would really have to go back and look at each video to do this. I don't really keep track of it. But I would say out of the first 60 days, 10 or less has been above freezing. It's been a lot below freezing. And I think I had 2 or 3 total last year that was below freezing. So it's quite a bit different this year. And definitely more days of walking through snow, walking through rain, but a lot more days of complete sunshine and no fog where I'm just getting the views too. So it's a good mix match of everything. And the cold isn't that bad as long as the wind's not blowing. It's still comfortable to sleep in. I'm done with it though. I don't want any more 20-degree nights. Anything 35 and above is good for me. 40s is perfect for nighttime, but no 20s, please. The other cool thing is the wild animals. I keep track of all the wild animals I see out here. And for about the first 3 weeks, I didn't see anything, which was really rare for me because I guess I walk quietly or something. So I obviously have that personality that animals like. They come up to me a lot because they're intrigued, like, what is this guy? And, and so forth. So, just in past experiences and history of my life, I tend to see a little bit more than a lot of the people do, but I didn't see anything for the first 3 weeks, and it was crazy. It was really getting to me because I love the wild animals almost as much as I love the mountains. But so far, in the first 60 days, what I've seen, because it kind of got turned on after that, is 1 bald eagle, 1 owl, 66 deer, 1 raccoon, 5 wild ponies in the Grayson Highlands, 1 black bear, 1 Henry, and 1 gray fox. And that was just a couple days ago, actually, the gray fox. Actually, the black bear was too. Henry was 3 or 4 days ago. Anyway, that's kind of just a rundown for the first 60 days. The next 60 days are going to be awesome. I'm going to be getting some good miles coming into the good part of spring here. Probably a lot of rain, but it'll be a lot of sunshine and warm air too. And rain is not a problem when it's warm outside, that's for sure. As long as it's not super windy where it's blowing trees over. That's never a fun thing. And lightning, obviously, is not a fun thing to be under as well. But getting ready to eat some dinner. Have everything ready and packed up. I'm going to a real bright and early start tomorrow. And going to be pounding out these miles, get through Shenandoah, get to the roller coaster. Then the 4-state challenge is coming up soon. And you better believe I'm going for that this year. Didn't make it last year. Going to make it this year if I have anything to say about that. So thank you all for following and watching. And I just hit 5,000 subscribers here on the channel. So thank you all for joining and following. Keep telling your people about it. It just started the beginning of the 3rd year. So that's no one number is any more important than any other number, but 5,000 is a cool milestone to hit for subscribers on YouTube. So I'm glad I was able to attain that and get to that point. And thank you all for following and enjoying the channel. And it's not just about the Appalachian Trail. I'm a thru-hiker for life. I'm a hiker and adventurer for life. So there's always going to be cool videos coming out, and I will share them all with you, on my adventures. So thank you all for coming. See you all in the morning. Getting ready to get this day ended. Heard the goats talking the whole time. I guess they want to be on the video too. But everybody have a great night, and I'll see you all in the morning. Remember, live live.